Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. I am Majeed and the topic of our group assignment is how to install and configure Apache server on Linux operating system. My other group fellows are Sana Riaz and Jehannaz Saifullah Khan. First of all, I'll tell you a bit about Linux operating system and its use. Linux is a computer operating system assembled on the model of free and open source software development distribution. The primary difference between Linux and many other popular contemporary operating systems is that the Linux kernel and other components are free and open source software. Linux is not the only such operating system, although it is by far the most widely used. Now, why do we need Apache server and what is its use? The Apache HTTP server is a public domain open source web server, notable for playing a key role in the initial growth of the World Wide Web. In 2009, it became the first web server software to surpass the 100 million website milestone. Core development of the Apache web server is performed by a group of about 20 volunteer programmers called the Apache Group. However, because of the source code is freely available, anyone can adapt the server for specific needs. There is a large public library of Apache add-ons. In many respects, the development of Apache is similar to the development of the Linux operating system itself. Now we will start our installation process. First of all, I will update my package list. I'll do this by using apt-get command. The apt-get command is a powerful command line tool used to work with Ubuntu's advanced packaging tool, performing such functions as installation of new software packages, upgrading of existing packages, and updating of package list index, and even upgrading the entire Ubuntu system. Now our updating process is done, we will install Apache server. Now in order to check the status of our Apache server, we will simply type etc init.d apache 2 and status. As we can see, it's written Apache is running. Now in order to make our Apache server host aside, we will go to the host directory and we'll see which site is it hosting, and we can change that. First, seeing the port that it is using. The default port is 80. We can also change it. But if we change this port, we'll need to change it in this default directory 000-default. I'm leaving it as it is. Just for an example, you can also change it. Now we'll go to host directory. Here it is. Instead of hosting a localhost, we will type some domain name. For example, I have put a HTML page at var www folder. The name of that page is my page. Most of us are obsessed with putting www in front of every domain name, so I just did that. Now we'll go to sites available directory. Oh, sorry. Now we are in the Apache 2 directory. We will just open sites available folder. In sites available, we will open default file. Now here we'll type our domain name. Sorry. Now we will restart our Apache server. Okay, so I'm using virtual machine and it's not the root access, so without putting sudo it will not restart our Apache server. Now our Apache server restarted. We can check that whether our site is hosted or not by using command ping www. Name of our page, which was mypage.info. See, the response is coming from 127.0.0.1. This was the address of my machine that I put in the directory, in that file, sorry. This means that Apache server is hosting that file and the answer is coming from our own machine. Now I can check this also by my browser by just putting here my page.info, this here. And this means that our Apache server is hosting a site. We can also do this by buying domain or etc. Now that's it from my side. We have our Apache server configured, installed and running. Thank you for being with me. Allah Hafiz.